How to estimate construction costs. Estimating construction costs is one of the most important tasks a contractor can undertake because the future of his or her company is on the line. Mistakes in estimating projects are the cause of many contractors going out of business. Accurately estimating the cost of a new project or remodeling job is essential to staying on budget and ensuring the job is completed on time and within budget. Estimating construction costs requires a thorough understanding of the project, the materials needed, and the labor required, as well as some basic industry knowledge. In this article, we'll discuss the steps necessary to estimate construction costs and provide some useful tips to help you get the most accurate estimate possible. The first step in estimating construction costs is to assemble a team of professionals who are familiar with the project and the materials needed to complete it. This team should include a contractor, engineer, architect, and other professionals who can provide input and advice on the project. The team should also include an estimator who is familiar with the costs associated with materials and labor in the area. The next step is to develop a detailed plan of the project. This plan should include the size and scope of the project, the materials needed, and the labor required. It should also include a timeline and any potential hazards that may affect the project. This plan will serve as the basis for the estimate and will ensure that the contractor understands exactly what is needed and how long it will take to complete the job. Once the plan is in place, the estimator can begin to look at the costs of materials and labor. Different materials have different prices and the estimator should be familiar with the current market prices of the materials needed. Labor costs can vary based on the type of work being done, the complexity of the project, and the region in which the job is being done. It's important to get accurate estimates for both labor and materials to ensure that the project is completed within budget. The next step is to develop a budget for the project. This budget should include estimated costs for materials, labor, and any other expenses that may be associated with the project. The budget should also include a contingency fund to cover any unexpected costs. The budget should be reviewed periodically to make sure that it is still in line with the original estimate, and that any changes to the project are accounted for. Finally, the contractor should review the estimate with the client to ensure that they both agree on the estimated costs. Once the estimate is approved, the contractor can begin to purchase materials and hire labor. It's important to stay within the budget and to keep track of any changes that may affect the cost of the project. Estimating construction costs is a complex process that requires an understanding of the project, the materials required, and the labor needed. It's important to assemble a team of professionals who are familiar with the project and the materials required. The team should also include an estimator who is familiar with the current market prices of the materials and labor. A detailed plan of the project should be developed, and a budget should be created that includes estimated costs for materials, labor, and any other expenses associated with the project. Finally, the estimate should be reviewed with the client to ensure that they both agree on the estimated costs. Following these steps can help ensure that the job is completed on time and within budget.